All right, it's another episode of the Pin High Podcast presented by Golficity. This week we're going to be talking about Cam Davis's playoff win in another long playoff at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. We're going to make predictions for the match, which has already happened at this point, but we're recording on Monday, so we're still going to be making some predictions. And we're also going to preview the John Deere Classic, the sixth major, with some picks and some bets. So let's get into it. Let's get inside the ropes. I'm going to be completely transparent. I did not watch a lick of the golf on Sunday. I obviously followed along. Also, I'm just realizing, Jake, you have the John Deere, the John Deere tractor behind you.
Behind me.
I don't know how I didn't realize that. But no, I obviously it was the 4th of July, and I see Cam Davis wins a 5-hole playoff, and I'm like, damn, another one.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it was very similar to last week. I mean, this playoff a little bit different as like Cam Davis literally had like 3 chances to win it early on. He missed a lot of, I wouldn't say short putts, but like medium range putts, and he never even made one. When they got to the 5th playoff hole, he missed another medium range putt. I'm like, here we go again. But luckily, Troy Merritt missed his putt. So
shout out Trap Golf.
Yeah, I saw the Caddie. The Caddie's hat was a Trap Golf hat.
Yeah, what's his name again? The Caddie.
Wayne Birch, I think is his name.
Oh right, Wayne O'Drano.
Yeah,
Wayne O'Drano.
Yeah.
But the lead up to the playoff was fun too. When I was watching, at one point there was five guys I think for the lead at 17 under, and that was after Cam Smith or Cam Davis made a, I call him Cam Smith. Cam Davis made a bunker shot for eagle on 17, then birdied 18. Joaquin Niemann had an eagle putt on 17 that he missed. Merritt made birdie on 17. It was really tight. And I was hoping Niemann, because I picked Niemann, would make his putt on 18 a little bit down the hill, but obviously missed that one as well.
I was really happy to see Cam Davis win, because I was just like, obviously it just popped on my phone. I was like, oh, I mean, yeah, he's solid. He's been due.
Yeah, it's his first win on the PGA Tour.
So. Or not necessarily due as much as he's just been. I feel like he's a big just T21 guy, or like occasionally throwing like a top 10 in there. But yeah, so yeah, I guess he was due.
Yeah, definitely not a name the casual golf fan knows too well.
No, because I said that he won to a bunch of casual golf fans that are like, who?
Like, who? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I just said Cam Smith, thinking it was.
Yeah, exactly. And we are by no means casuals.
I mean, one thing I would like to mention is Joaquin Niemann. Like, I feel like he might be that guy that loses in the playoff every time. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
He has one win. I think we said the Greenbrier in 2019, but like, I mean,
he'll get an
he's up.
You picked him, right, Trevor?
Yeah, Trev picked him.
I did pick him.
Yeah, I remember you saying like that he was like down the stretch kind of in it, and I was like, oh, that would have been our second winner in like what, 3 weeks.
I mean, we had a good week too with the DraftKings. Niemann T2, Kokrak T12, Kisner T8, Lebiota
Kokrak finished T12.
Yeah,
we picked Lebiota.
Yeah,
we picked him in the lineup. Yeah.
Wow. I saw that guy come on screen. I'm like, who is this guy? Lefty, like, he had the visor, lefty, kind of weird hair, like floppy hair.
Lebiota's electric.
No, he was awesome. And he played. Obviously, didn't get to the playoff, but like he was leading for the tournament was in his control basically for a little bit, and then he made par. He made par on both par 5s and missed the playoff by 1.
Yeah, that's the problem. A par at this golf course is literally like a bogey. Like,
yeah,
they were 18 under, which whatever. 18 under wasn't as low as it usually is, but still.
Yeah. Well, you had to make birdies. Like the par 5s, you had to make birdies, like you said.
And we said that on the podcast last week.
Bad pars. and it just that was the difference. And his last few putts were also kind of nervy. You could tell he hit one of them very, very short. And like I think the last 118 is still even you need to make it to the end of the playoff, and he still hit it short. It was unfortunate.
By the way,
go ahead.
Was Bryson in our lineup?
No,
he wasn't. Oh, okay, never mind. But like, because I guess I might have filled out a DraftKings lineup myself, and Bryson was in it. So beat that he didn't
make the cut.
Didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Also,
mean,
we didn't talk about last week that his caddy.
Is that because of his caddy?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, for all of you who don't know, on Thursday, first round, his caddy just decided to quit like right before the round, and he ended up taking one of the Cobra guys out with him on the bag for the week.
Yeah, the guy seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but it's just interesting.
One of the team members knew what he was doing out there.
I mean, your caddy doesn't just quit like right before a round. Like something must have happened.
You have to wonder what happened.
Really come out of Team Bryson.
So did he? Okay, so Stevie Williams forgot, sleep golf balls in or whatever many in the hotel room. Did this guy forget like his protein shakes or his granola bars or whatever the hell he's got going on throughout the round? That guy's always munching on something.
I mean, I feel like being Bryson's caddy is probably one of the like hardest jobs in golf. Just he spends so many hours like on the range after and before, and you have to be there for all of that. He just like it's quite a grind compared to a lot of other players.
Do you think it's worth it though, based off how much money he makes and how much money you would make as a caddy?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess, but at some point, I feel like I think they said he's been Bryson's caddy for quite some time. Like at some point, it's just too much.
I mean, it's all his tour wins with him.
I think you're right. I think at some point, enough is enough. I think a guy who thinks of himself as a very good caddy and very well respected could easily find like someone that would be like Bryce quality, but still find someone pretty good to make a decent amount of money and a good live off of just caddying. And you want him to be there for however many hours from sunset to sunrise to sunset every day with TrackMan on the range just feeding balls. But no, the whole situation was bizarre. And then it got even more bizarre. And I thought it was hilarious when Brooks chimed in with his tweet about caddy appreciation day. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see. I wonder, I mean, obviously if everybody listening to this now would have already seen the match, but I wonder if Phil's gonna come chirping about the caddy on Wednesday. Like,
you have to wonder. I wonder who's going to be on the bag.
Who will be? Well, they'll probably
be whipping around. They'll be in carts like last time.
Yeah, they'll be.
Want to know who I really hope isn't his caddy going forward? That Hogan dude that used to hang out with like GM golf guys.
I don't think he'd take him as his caddy.
I know he wouldn't, but like just like randomly that popped into my mind.
Take out Matt. Take out Matt as his caddy.
Matt Sharf.
One round. Yeah, just one
round.
That
would be absolutely electric. I would love to have Matt.
The timing of this is terrible because you have this whole match thing, which whatever, you don't need a caddy for that, but you have the Open.
No.
Yeah,
a major is coming up.
Well, it's not even like just the Open. It's just you're in the middle of he's going to the Olympics and then the Tour Championship and everything like that, and then Ryder Cup. Like is right in the middle of everything basically. Like
you have to wonder who's gonna pick up
right in the middle.
Is there anybody? I mean, like was it like Bones or I don't know, but I feel like he's gonna pick someone who can deal with him.
Well, I think it has to, and if it's from that. In that case, it has to be someone who's just in his corner.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be some big name.
I feel like there's no one. It's not going to be like a Bones or like obviously not like a Kava like our boy, but it's going to be someone who is just in his corner and knows him well. I feel like that's all it has to be. I feel like he can do his own. I feel like Bryson doesn't even need a caddy. If anyone doesn't need a caddy, Bryson wouldn't need a caddy. He just needs a posse to follow him around on the range and feed him his balls, balls, and protein shakes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is definitely something to keep track of going forward to see who he ends up picking.
Right. And like you said with the match, I think I've actually been because they're minus 190, him and Aaron Rodgers. I have been slowly gravitating over the past week or so towards I think that Phil and Tom Brady are taking this.
Yeah. So actually,
I think
I wanted
Phil's
to like
playing
say
really
this.
good golf. I think Tom Brady's just
playing
gonna
well.
like turn it around from the last time because he's not gonna
That's what I was
embarrass
thinking
himself
too.
on national
No,
television.
Tom
twice.
Brady.
He's Tom Brady.
After last time, Tom Brady. Yeah, he won't exactly. He won't embarrass himself again. He'll come in well.
I just talked myself into.
practiced,
Yeah, that's
into
exactly what I was gonna
picking him.
say. I'm on team Phil Brady.
Also,
this
there's
week.
so
That's what I
much
think's
more
gonna win.
fun.
Whichever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bryson, I
fun.
mean, Bryson's just been kind of like annoying in the news recently, even though I like watching like Bryson play when he's good. It's fun. But he's just been kind of annoying. And Aaron Rodgers, nobody likes Aaron Rodgers. That guy kind of sucks.
Exactly. Nobody likes him.
Well, Trevor really doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Although I was gonna say,
hates his family, by the way.
I brought this up in like the car ride home today. I think that I would immediately like just put down a future bet on the Broncos to win the Super Bowl if Aaron Rodgers went there. I feel like because Peyton went there after. I mean, I guess this isn't golf talk.
Different coaches too, stuff like that.
Sorry,
But
I just had that take today.
let's hope he does. Let's hope he does.
I mean, but Phil's playing good golf. I just think there's a lot going on in that corner with Team Bryson. I think they take it.
Yeah, well, we could be completely wrong. Like we should probably cut it out into two spots so that like we'd be like, all right, yeah, you know what, Bryson and Aaron Rodgers are just gonna kill them because you know this is coming out like after.
I don't think I just don't think they will.
I think everything's leaning, like you said, everything's leaning toward Phil and Brady's way, just because Aaron Rodgers, all the stuff going on with training camp. He's in the middle of they're both in the middle of training camp right now.
Well, I mean, he's not
but
there.
No, he's not.
Because he doesn't even know who his team's going to be.
Exactly. He doesn't know where he's going to be. He's in his own little world. Bryson's doing Bryson things and having his caddy quit week before major championship. It's just chaos over there. And like Bryson's doing, or Aaron Rodgers is going to be doing Jeopardy. There's the whole Brooksy thing. Like I'm looking forward to the chirps. I want to hear a Brooksy come from Tom Brady.
Because every time these matches happen, they progressively, I feel like, have gotten better because they just like the companies know how to put them on just a little bit better than they did the previous time. So I'm hoping that this one's good.
The timing is a little weird. I didn't think about it.
It is very weird timing.
I didn't connect the dots, and I just realized that like they're doing this the week before a major. Like,
in the middle of the summer. In July.
In the middle of summer, a week before a major, when like you have to go overseas, like next week.
Yeah.
So
very interesting.
Timing's a little weird, but
I don't like Bryson at Royal St. George.
Yeah, we'll talk
about that next week.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of the Open, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Siwoo Kim and Sungjae Im, they pulled out of the Open.
That's wild.
They want to prep for the Olympics, and the reason behind it is if they win the Olympic medal, they don't have to do military service.
We are gonna have to bet on them to like medal.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's like already lock it in. We're betting on both of those two.
At least one of them's gonna get a medal.
Yeah,
I would think.
My money on Sungjae Im is gonna just.
Hey, Sungjae Im's been playing well too. Like recently, he's playing again this
year.
Is he? Yeah. So
he played well last week.
Backs against the wall for those two. Somebody was saying that like a Korean Premier League player, I guess, this year had to like take off some time.
Hyunmin Son.
Yeah.
Who's actually like a superstar.
Son, who's one of the best players in the
That's crazy. League, That's such a crazy rule.
Well,
God bless America.
Was it? It wasn't Danny Lee. It was someone else. Or was it Danny Lee? It was someone else who had to. Sang-Moon Bae. That's who it was.
I was gonna say Danny Lee's American.
He's Australian.
Australian. Right. We've had this conversation before.
We have. Sang-Moon Bae took. I think he was like decent tour pro. I don't think he won. I don't know how much he won. He probably won a couple tournaments, and then he just had to do military service for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Or however long, and it's wild.
Yeah. So let's move on to People's Champ of the Week. You want to get into this one, Cheek?
Yeah, so I saw this on Instagram earlier this week. I really don't want to butcher this guy's name, but Sam Golian was
Guillaume? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's Golian. I think
it's Golian.
Sam Guillotine.
Sure.
Sure. Well, anyway, he was born with like a rare condition called hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And he's like in, Make-A-Wish kid, and his original wish was to play around at Augusta with his grandfather, but obviously that got canceled due to COVID for now. But Sam's also a big PXG fan, so PXG decided to surprise him, give him a full bag fitting with new PXG clubs and everything, and then also around at Scottsdale National Golf Club. So good work by PXG this week.
Speaking of PXG, I was asked in an interview about a company that I thought has good brand marketing, and I answered with a flipped answer and was like, actually, I'll tell you who has bad brand marketing, and it's PXG. But now they're kind of
smooth like butter.
I completely
state
agree
of Texas
with
or whatever.
that,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, because I literally it just
agree.
popped right in my head because like, oh, that's an actual take I have that I've been saying for so long because they just have awful
I've been saying that too.
Marketing.
I literally, my parents were watching it one night and they said, what is this commercial for? Like, it's like it looks like it's for like a
truck company. Yeah.
It almost is like it's like a general insurance
like, Tour Edge like golf brand that like for like people who like just pure public golf.
Yeah, I'm wondering who their target
when PXGs are
is.
for just I don't know. I don't
know who they're trying to target.
Learn more about it, but like
they're so expensive.
I guess maybe it's just I don't get it. I
really
don't.
I guess when you sign guys
it's
like
so expensive it doesn't match the commercial at all.
I guess when you sign guys like Pat Perez, like you're going for a little bit of an edgy crowd, but I don't know.
Yeah, but he wears the style though. He wears like the Jordans, like he has his shoe collection, everything like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
it's weird, but anyway.
Weird.
Yeah.
I also have another People's Champ. I literally just saw on Twitter. Mark Greer just played the America's top 100 greatest courses completed yesterday at Marion.
Really?
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
21 Golf Digest 2021, 2022. America's 100 greatest courses finished at Marion yesterday.
This weekend
how does one get to do that?
I don't know.
Connections on
yeah,
connections.
But like how many connections can you have?
Anyway, stat of the week. Joaquin Niemann went 77 consecutive holes without a bogey until the 73rd hole of the Rocket Mortgage. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he was on a really long no bogey like streak, and then they were saying, I don't know if you were watching, but they were saying it. He's like, oh, he hasn't made a bogey all week. He hasn't made a bogey all week. He hasn't made a bogey all week. And then they get into the playoff, and of course he's gonna bogey the first hole. Like, of course.
I did not know that. If I had known it. If I had known that going into the playoff, I 100% would. If I was betting on the playoff, I 100% would not have bet on Joaquin Niemann because he was like, all right, well, he's due for a win, but he's also extremely due for a bogey at some point. And then he bogeys the playoff hole. That's unbelievable. 77 holes though.
To be fair, it was the Rocket Mortgage Classic, but it's impressive nonetheless.
I mean, yeah, no one.
Yeah, that's still
all it takes is a bad swing off
4
the
rounds
tee.
of golf. One bad swing.
Yeah.
No
matter what the course is.
Yeah. Well, it could be Silvermine.
Exactly. Actually, do you think a Tour Pro would get a singular bogey at Silvermine? I go yes.
I don't.
I go yes too.
I don't think so.
Don't tell him left is out of bounds on.
I mean,
15.
if you think about it, all the par fives are pretty much like par fours. A lot of the par fours are pretty much like standard par threes. So if they bogey for them, it's a par.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They probably wouldn't. But then again, all it takes is one bad swing. But anyway, let's get into skins with the course preview for the John Deere Classic. But first, a word from Roback.
Got the new American flag.
That looks pretty sick.
Oh, today, literally until like 5 minutes ago, I was wearing a Roback polo. So
you probably noticed us wearing some new Roback merch over the past few episodes. Whether it was the hat both me and Jake are wearing right now, Trevor has one as well, a pullover or a collared shirt. We're partnering with Roback in 2021, and we couldn't be more excited. So head to the link in our bio, add the Roback merch you want, and you'll get 15% off just by using the link. So enjoy and crave activity.
So Skins, we have the John Deere Classic, the first John Deere Classic for this podcast. So that's, I guess, a little bit exciting.
Six major.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Six major.
Exactly. But it is back after the 1 year break from COVID last year. The field's really not that great though, because we do have the Open next week. Trev was mentioning how like the Scottish Open field is a lot better than the field this week. But
Yeah,
I mean, Daniel Berger.
Top-heavy.
Yeah, Daniel Berger still highlights the field. You have Sanjay M, Brian Harmon. Zach Johnson's a big guy this tournament. So we have some names out there. It's not like there's no one. It's a par 71, 72, 68. It's eclipsed the -20 mark in 9 of the last 11. So the scores are going to be pretty low, which whatever. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. It's a tree line golf course, but it's not really tight at all. Pretty wide fairways. But there is a lot of bunkers just kind of like in the middle of them, like in random spots. It's also not really overly long. So like a lot of players are going to be hitting wedges into greens on a lot of the holes.
Right.
There's 3 par 5s. Every player in the field can reach them in 2. So like shorter hitters actually do have success at this golf course. Just looking at key stats, strokes gained approach, birdies gained, birdie average, I guess is the same thing. Par 4 is 400 to 450 and proximity 125 to 150. And like some of the names I've won here, Dylan Fratelli, Michael Kim, Bryson DeChambeau before he was this Bryson DeChambeau.
Right.
Ryan Moore, Jordan
Different
Spieth,
Bryson
and Brian Harmon. So like
It's
not a lot of
crazy.
on
But
hitters.
like it's such like a like, I mean, not a no-name tournament. It's a 6 major, obviously. But like these are all good names.
Yeah, for the most part.
It's kind of like it sounds like it's more. It's like a coming out party of sorts too. Like recently with Jordan Spieth and Bryson.
Yeah.
I know Stricker's won here a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty solid
ZJ.
players. Just guys who strike the ball well usually win at this tournament. So
Right. Let's get into our DraftKings lineup. Last week, we did pretty well, even though we had 2 cuts from Hubbard and Straka, but Neiman T2, Kokrak T12, Kisner T8, and Lebiota T4. So pretty good, other than those 2 cuts.
yeah, I mean, we had a lot of guys at the top, a lot of guys who were like in it kind of till the end. So
yeah,
it's kind of really all you could ask for. Unfortunately, we didn't have the winner, but
Kisner's hot right now.
Kisner this is his stretch because
Could
there's
Kisner
a lot of
win at the Open. Like, is it too long for him?
It might be too long. This is his stretch because you play the Travelers, the Rocket Mortgage, and the John Deere, which I don't think Kisner's playing this week, but like saying he was, like this would be a good stretch for him. These are courses he could win at.
Yeah.
Shorter hitters could win at these courses.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Let's get into the lineup this week.
So Russell Henley, he's 9,900. He's second in strokes gained approach in the last 24 rounds and 4th all year. So he's hot with the strokes gained approach this year. He's coming off a T19 and T13. He's tied second in proximity from 125 to 150. I think the course will set up nice for him. He's only played it 2 times, and that's a 2nd place finish. The last time this tournament was played in 2019 and a T27 in 2014. So, I mean, that sets up pretty nicely for him this week.
Right. And then 2, I feel like I should say this, Pagnazire at 8,900. He's randomly like one of my roommates from college's like favorite player. 20th in birdie average, really good putter. He had T25 at the Rocket Mortgage, back-to-back T3s earlier in the season at Charles Schwab Memorial. He's just like been having a weirdly like really just solid season. He's T30 in 2018 here and T25 in 2017. I feel like he's one of those guys. I was looking like before this, before I even saw him in here at Winners, and Pagnazire kind of caught my eye.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that could win an event like this. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason really. I mean,
he's really good. He's really good putting, which
very good putter.
A very good putting. Which you look at the guys who won. It's the Stricker won a lot. ZJ won a lot. Jordan won twice. Harmon seems like he's a pretty good putter. Like you can, if you have good ball striking, it sounds like, and good putting, like it's a recipe to win.
Which whatever, it's crazy that like any given week, like somebody could just get half the putter, even if they're not like high in the putting like stats. But that's kind of what like separates winners versus people who don't win. So
it's our third player, Maverick McNeely, which I remember he competed at Pebble Beach, right? He was there. He was right there with Daniel Berger, I'm pretty sure, at the end of that tournament.
Yeah.
3 straight cuts made, 3 straight top 30s. Last 24 rounds, he's third in the field in birdie average, which is good for this tournament. And it's a weaker field, so it might have a little bit more of a chance to get some more money or win this week. Who knows? And the only time he plays event, he did make the cut, so he has at least a little bit of some positive history at this event as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Hank Lebiota, 8,400. Obviously that's kind of steep for. Obviously he's been hot lately, but on some of the easier courses. But weak field, 8,400 for him is really not that bad as it sounds. T4 and T5 in his last 2, 6 straight cuts. We went over a lot of this last week, and he's second in the field in par fours gained from 400 to 450, which Jeek said obviously very good stat to look at this week.
Yeah, a lot of holes that are that length. Next up, we have Mito Pereira. Now, I think this guy, he's the next Will Zalatoris.
Is he okay?
So he's 7,600 this week, and he's been so good.
Where's
on
he
the
from?
Corn Ferry Tour. I think he might be from Chile.
Okay. Should we try to get him on the?
Yeah, he is. Him and Joaquin Neiman, both from Chile.
Should we try to get him on the podcast?
Maybe. I mean,
does he speak English?
Who knows? I'm assuming he does, but we'll see. I mean, Joaquin Neiman speaks great English, so
yeah, he does.
But anyway, he's 7,600.
I would love to have Joaquin Neiman on the pod. I feel like he's just like a cool dude.
He's young.
He's like younger than us too. I'm pretty sure. Or like our age.
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy's 7,600. He's been so good on the Corn Ferry Tour that he actually has back-to-back wins on the Corn Ferry Tour, which was like 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, I believe.
You're talking me into this of him being the next Zalatoris.
Also, he has a top 10 in his last 3 weeks on the Corn Ferry Tour. He did miss the cut at the Rocket Mortgage last week, but like I said, I just think it has Zalatoris vibes. Like he's gonna play well if he has all these amazing finishes on the Corn Ferry Tour. Like I feel like he's the next one. He's
I might have
gonna come up and play well.
To look into him as like a top.
Let's reach out to him, schedule an interview, and then that'll be the day I have my qualifier.
He most definitely speaks English because he's 26 years old. He's from Chile, but he went to Texas Tech. So
I'm looking him up right now, seeing how many followers he has on the gram. Mito, awesome name too. Pereira. He has 10.4K.
Solid.
How many does Zalatoris have?
He had like 5,000 when we were like.
Jeez.
And now he's
whatever. This guy back to back. I don't think
100K?
Zalatoris had a win on the Corn Ferry Tour. This guy has back to back wins.
Zalatoris had a win, I think.
He had to have had a win.
Because if he had a win, he would have had his tour card.
He did. You have to have 3 wins. He won at TPC Colorado something. Colorado Springs.
Oh, you're right.
Right, because it was that week that we were going to interview him that week, and then had the qualifier.
What a botch by us. Anyway, Mito Pereira. Oh yeah, he looks cool. He's got some hair for sure.
That's always
or maybe
I know that's kind of the pick in the lineup this week. That's the dark horse guy that I really like.
Okay, so, nice.
Last guy, Aaron Badley, 6,400. He's made 2 cuts. What we're looking for, just making cuts, make some money.
I mean, 6,400.
At 6,400 at a tournament like this, at tournaments like this,
you never know.
And has he always been really good at wedges?
Yeah, this guy has a reputation of being like a really good wedge player. So, I mean, he used to be really good. Like he used to like back. I mean, I don't know how old he is now, but probably like I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, he was a solid PGA Tour player.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah, his name. I know his name
more
than
recently.
a lot of the guys who are in the 7,000 salary.
He's 40 years old now, but he's a really good wedge
player.
Really? So.
I did not know that. Okay.
He's 40 years old.
But anyway, let's move into skins. We got 2 skins on the line this week. We did not get nobody hit their best bets last week. So kind of tough.
Even almost won. Almost.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been good. Anyway,
I mean, Bryson was let down last week. Just want to say that.
I'll start it off. So my winner, kind of a gut pick, Harold Varner III, 55-1. I like those odds. I feel like he's a guy. He's a really good iron player. He just seems like a guy who would win at the John Deere. Maybe it's because I said, maybe it's because of that interview where he was like, "Yeah, after this, I'm just gonna go home to my parents' house and cut their lawn." Maybe that's subconsciously in the back of my mind with John Deere.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I like him this week.
Yeah,
And
he's one
then-
of those guys. How I said, like, if the putter gets hot, like he could win. Like he's not statistically a great putter, but like he does get hot off the putter and he plays well. So I mean that anyone could get hot off the putter any week.
Right. And then I got for my best bet, I got Siwoo Kim top 40 minus 125. I'm playing with the storyline here. I think he's gonna want to get some momentum going in, so he doesn't have to go, do whatever for the military in South Korea. Maybe he'd be boys with my roommate though. Who knows? Oh, that'd be sick. I just thought of that. But anyway, that's where I'm going with top 40.
I mean, yeah. Also, Siwoo Kim's like a very quality player for
he is
this week. Like he's one of the top guys this week. So
yeah, absolutely.
Like
minus 125, like right on the dot for what we're looking at right now. Like it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll go next. I did a little more research, so I'm going with Brian Harman 1600. I think he's like the second or third favorite at the moment, but I mean, I just really like it. He's a previous winner at this tournament. He's in really good form. He has top 15 in his last 3. He's 6th in scoring average. Like I said, short hitters could kind of play well at Deer Run, and the weak field kind of sets up nicely for him to get a win. I mean, he's just been really good this season. So
he has. He's been great.
Yeah, I just had to pick him. And then my best bet, Russell Henley, top 30. It's minus 125 for the reasons I said above. Like he's played this tournament twice. He's finished in the top 30 both times. The last time was a solo second. So, I mean, top 30 seems like it could be a pretty good bet.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go with my winner. I'm going complete shot in the dark. Denny McCarthy's he's top 10, I think, in strokes gained putting. Like I like guys who
Is that 100 to 1?
Get the putter hot. 100 to 1.
Okay.
Or no, yeah, 100 to 1, yeah. And I like guys who can already have a hot putter, and maybe he gets even more hot, maybe hits a couple more greens than he usually does. He's not the best ball striker, so he doesn't have that really going from that well.
Also a shorter course, so
shorter course, yeah. And you never know this kind of tournament, this kind of field. So why not take a shot in the dark? Best bet, Brandon Grace, top 30 Scottish Open. Odds aren't completely out yet, but I'm sure that he fits into the mold where it doesn't go past minus 125. Obviously, he's a great links player, and he's playing great. He's competing at the Memorial, competing at the U.S. Open. He's going to compete in a great field probably next week at the British Open as well. So I think he's one of the Scottish.
I like that you went with the Scottish Open pick because it is actually like the better tournament. I feel like
it is.
I actually kind of want to watch.
Honestly, let's make picks. Let's each pick a winner here. I mean, just
I'll pick a winner for Scottish Open.
Will it count as a skin if you win?
Yeah. If it's a
why
winner.
not?
Why not?
Yeah, it'll be like a bonus skin, like to add on. Like you'll just get
okay, a bonus.
You just get a skin if you get the winner.
Fair enough. Oh wow!
Okay.
What a field!
Yeah, very top heavy. I mean, everybody's here for the Open, so the field is amazing. John Rahm's the favorite.
Should I
plus
take beef?
650. Could take beef.
Beef would be
give me
amazing.
Tyrrell Haddon.
Yeah, that's a solid pick.
Give me Tyrrell Haddon 18 to 1. Dude, I want to watch this tournament.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be on like kind of early.
I'm so down for this.
Maybe.
You know what?
Gets us ready for the.
Give me Guido. I'll take Guido.
I saw Guido. Okay, yeah, I like that.
I did see him as well, but I think I'm gonna pick Gesundheit, Christian Bezuidenhout.
Christian Gesundheit.
Gesundheit, yeah, sure. I like that.
I like that
for sure.
South African.
Yeah.
Brandon Grace. Yeah, the field's awesome. Honestly, the British Open's gonna be so much fun too.
Yes, so much fun. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then for our first round leader, we got Johnny Vegas plus 6,600. Jeek, you put this in, but I agree.
Yeah.
This is kind of shooting from the hip because
Yeah,
anytime you pick Jonathan Vegas, it is kind of shooting from the hip because he's one of those guys.
I mean, at what point does it
randomly go off?
At what point does it
exactly
not
just
become
just
shooting
get
from the
hot
hip?
one time? That's true.
Like-
First round leader is basically just pick a guy and pray.
I mean,
It's
at what point
literally
does
yeah.
I don't know. It's just I like it so much. I don't
It's-
know why. I just like see it in my head right now. Like Jonathan Vegas, like 8 under
Oh,
par.
he's
like, first round
definitely.
leader.
You
Like,
can
it just
definitely
feels
you can
like
definitely see him shooting like
I-
62 or
easily.
something like that.
He could also shoot 4 over.
You could.
That's
Shoot
just
some,
that's what you get.
Jonathan Vegas has some volatility in his game for sure.
He's
Um,
either going to go 64, 76, and then or 76, 64, one or the other.
So let's get in the clubhouse to end the week. Again, we don't really have anything planned yet, but anything you guys want to talk about? I have a
I
bogey.
mean,
I
okay, go
I
ahead.
lost my chain in the water this week. All right,
Tough.
the chain
That's
actually
unfortunate.
the birdie is the chain actually was somehow sticking to my shoulder, but the pendant is gone. So I kept the chain is not lost.
We can get
Interesting.
another pendant, can't you?
Yeah, but they're kind of extremely like $150. So
Oh, geez, I know.
yeah, kind of tough.
That's
Tough.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I also have a bogey. I went to DC with my girlfriend for the 4th. We went to the Nets game on Saturday night against the Dodgers, and it was supposed to be the fireworks night, and the game was delayed an hour and a half after like the 4th inning, and by the time 7th inning was rolling around, it was like 12:30 at night.
Yeah, and they just didn't.
We're
You didn't stay for the fireworks.
Do we really want to stay? No, we left before the fireworks. And
What a
everything.
bad weekend of weather. Up until like the
Weather,
4th.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bad weekend of weather. I mean, today was good, but
Yeah.
that was
Today was
Today,
awesome.
yeah, today was fine. Well, I was even working this morning. I was up in the middle of nowhere, Connecticut, but like in Simsbury. But it was raining. I'm like, this, like, you kidding me? I come back and it's
Yeah.
raining like this. It was just,
Brutal.
yeah.
I mean, speaking of, we did this a couple weeks ago, like things you would go back for. I left my rangefinder on the 14th.
Did you go
like, on
back
the
and get it?
bench. Yeah, had to go back and get it.
Good. You guys, that's something you got to go back for.
You do need to go back and get that.
Yeah. So
Do
bogey.
you have a little
or
case
got
for
it.
it?
What?
Do you have a little case for it, G?
I do, but it's on my bag. And
and just fell out of the
I left
bag.
it on. I left it on like the bench. But
Gotcha.
I remembered like
That's
right
the
when
worst
we were doing
feeling in the
15.
world.
Right. All right. Well, I think that'll do it. Next week we got the Open Championship. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited because we haven't had that in 2 years now. It's the first Open Championship of the podcast.
I
2
love
weeks in a
the
row
Open, too.
for firsts.
I love a
Yeah.
little good like links golf.
Oh yeah.
Open
This
like, it's
weekend
great.
I'm excited for the Scottish Open as well as the John Deere.
As am I. Like I actually played a Scottish Open course like the week after the Scottish Open.
Mhm.
Like, and that was pretty sick.
That was going
With like stands and yeah, they had the stands and stuff up. It was pretty cool.
That's cool.
awesome.
Stance is always cool. And the
Yeah.
Barbasol is next week, or is that next week?
Yeah,
or
who
is it-
cares though?
Yeah. Wow.
Can't go with the Barbasol. Jim Herman's.
Yeah, exactly.
masterpiece,
We'll
whatever.
make a
We'll
pick.
pick winners. We'll pick
We'll
winners.
pick a winner
picks.
for Barbasol. You're right. You're right.
I feel like we should have like previewed. We should have
Can't leave it
previewed the
out.
Scottish Open and not the John Deere. But
Yeah,
like,
low key.
we're a
You
PGA
probably
Tour
should have
podcast,
just
so.
We're
because,
no,
well,
we
it's
are
it's
PGA
the six
tournaments.
major. It's the six major.
Yeah.
We can't leave it out. We should have done a little bit of both, but
So here's what I'll end it with. Hopefully Phil and Tom Brady beat Aaron and Bryson. All
that
right.
was a good way to leave it off. If you're watching this now, congrats to Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah. Congrats
Also,
on whoever.
Congrats to Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson. You can edit that out if you want to.
Yeah. Congrats on whoever
Congrats to
won
the
because
winners.
Congrats.
it already happened.
Congrats to Team A on winning the
And team and
one shooter.
condolences to Team B.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't believe
congrats,
I can't believe Chuck said that. That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
no. Congrats to Chuck for not making par on whatever hole they make.
Are they
him par.
doing that again? Oh, my God. Excited for that.
If they are,
Bet on
definitely. Yeah, congrats.
I'm gonna root for him this time. Because last time I bet against him.
Oh, I root for him. I wish he was a lot worse though. He's gotten better, which is
Yeah, he has. It's annoying.
I wish it was still
Not
terrible.
as fun.
Yeah, I know. I want to see his hitch. I want to see him struggle to make triple.
Yeah.
And just like throw the club or something. That's
Right.
what I want to watch.
All right, so let's wrap it up for the week. Next week, major week. Let's do it.